Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone online can see and hear us clearly. Welcome to this evening's meeting of the Standard Advisory Council on Religious Education. This meeting is essentially a meeting to go back over the annual report because I believe that the previous meeting was not quorate, which gives me an opportunity to just thank Ben for stepping in during my paternity leave in chairing the meeting, and also to welcome in person other members of the committee who have joined in my absence. I did watch back the committee meeting, and it's really nice to see that we did have new people joining. And I just wanted to say congratulations, everybody, that we are quorate tonight, which is lovely. Councillor Rowley.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, if I might just interject, it's not on the agenda, but on behalf of the members of SACRE, can I just record a congratulations to you and Anna on the birth of your child. We are really, really pleased that he's arrived and that everything seems to be going well. But please, want to record our sincere congratulations to you and Anna.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I am getting some sleep. Not necessarily as much as I'd like, but no, it's going well, but thank you. Okay, does anybody have any interests that they wish to declare at this point? No, not seeing anybody. Then I'll move to item 2, which is the annual report to approve. Well, just one thing before I do, sorry, Maxine. We have had apologies from Mark Jones, Colin Lewison, Joseph Everdale, Benny Coppin-Siddle and Andy Todd. Sorry, over to you, Maxine.
Thank you, Chair. As the Chair has explained, this meeting of SACRE is for one purpose, which is to approve the annual report, which is for the academic year 23-24. The report was presented at the last full SACRE meeting, but unfortunately we did not have representatives from each of the 4 groups that make up SACRE, so that meeting was not quorate and couldn't vote on approving the annual report. The report has followed the format which is provided by SACRE. So it's compliant with the areas that we're required to report on. The only update from the previous submission of this report is that there is some unvalidated Key Stage 4 data available now, which has been included in the updated version of this report, which was circulated prior to this meeting. Just to point out that there are 2 schools, 2 secondary schools whose data has not been reported in the updated Key Stage 4 section. That one of those is Joseph Rowntree School and the other one is Vale of York Academy. And that is purely because their data does not appear on the accessible data sets which the local authority uses. So it doesn't appear on Fisher Family Trust data or on the NCER data at this stage. Obviously, once the DFE validated data sets are completely available later in the spring, then those 2 schools will be represented in those data sets. As we said last time, one of the things that the committee focused on last year was to improve quoracy. And there was an improvement in quoracy from the previous academic year, although it continues to be an area that the committee is targeting for improvement. This is not unusual, and actually SACRE reported in their annual report last year that there were a number of SACREs in the country that are struggling to achieve quoracy at each meeting. The key things to pull out is that Key Stage 5 remains successful in terms of being very inclusive in outcomes. As we said last time, it's very pleasing to see that it's one of the qualifications where there is no gap between disadvantaged students and their peers. In fact, they attain as highly at Key Stage 5. Participation at Key Stage 4 remains strong, and overall results remain strong for full course GCSE. The short course GCSE, very few schools in York follow that. There has been some decline in numbers taking the subject overall at Key Stage 4. That's largely again due to the fact that schools have been prioritising EBAC take-up, and obviously RE does not count within the EBAC. But where young people have been taking RE, they still achieve well at grade 4 and above. We spent some time last time looking at the results from the annual survey of schools, and we took forward some actions from that from last time. So without further ado, I'll welcome any questions, but also we would like to get this report signed off this evening so that it can be shared with the DFE and SACRE.
Thank you, Maxine. And just before I open it for any questions or comments, I just wanted to put on record my thanks to yourself for putting this together and for the work that you put in for SACRE, because I know it's above and beyond in many ways, this job. So thank you. Okay, if you are online and you want to raise your hand, please raise your digital hand. If you're struggling to do that, I'm sure if you shout out, we'll pick you up. Ben.
So I only wanted to say that I approve the report, which looks great, and I'm very sorry, but I pushed back a meeting at 5 for 15 minutes to allow me to join. So I'm now going to dive off, but I see we have.
Hang on, wait.
We have D, so we're quorum.
Stay put until we vote. Is that all right?
Okay, if we're going to do it immediately.
Any questions? Any other questions from anybody else? Excellent. Are we all happy to approve the annual report? Yes. I can see some hands up going up online. If you can put your digital hand up to show that you're happy with that, that would be excellent.
Got all 4 groups approving.
Tremendous. I can confirm we've got all 4 groups approving. We've made it, guys. Well done. Thank you very much. So that is, and I know it's a slightly odd situation, but that ends item 2. Ben, thank you for holding on. I've not had any notifications of any other business. As for future meeting dates, the next one is booked in for the 11th of March. However, I've just noticed that does clash with the executive committee of the council. So we may have to look at that date and edit. But I'm just making you aware now that that's a possibility, and we'll contact you as needed. Any more for any more? Thank you all very much. There ends the meeting. Thanks, folks.